like witty or an asset. Make sure that you don't need no mentions. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Shout out to your mom and dad for making you. Staying in a vision, they did a great job raising you. When I create, you're my muse. The kind of smile that makes the news.
I'm in the office right now. I'm gonna give y'all the very first office tour video. I guess let me start off by saying what vibe I'm. Dash, every time I start recording, you get up and start moving. Go lay down. Go lay down on your bed. Appreciate it. Like I was saying, the whole mood that I want in this office is a dark, moody feel. So my initial color choices that I was choosing between was Stone Lion by Sharon Williams for the walls, and then inside of the closet I was going to use a Gauntlet Gray. I kept toying back and forth between those two colors. I ended up saying that I wanted to go a little bit darker. So my next choice was what you see right now, the Black Fox by Sharon Williams. Now inside the closet, instead of going with the Gauntlet Gray, I ended up going with Dovetail. This is how the Black Fox and the Dovetail looks together. So those are the current colors that I have in here. So this wall behind me is what I call the entertainment wall. It has my entertainment system, which I got from IKEA. And I do have it mounted on the wall, so it is a floating system. I also have this shelf here, which is the lac shelf that I got from IKEA. At the very top right here, I have a ball that a kid actually gave me when I was in school and I was in one of my fieldwork rotations. I actually put it in this shadow box that I got from Hobby Lobby. So anytime a patient gives me something, I try to find somewhere to put it to incorporate it in my space. Back before thrifting was cool and a thing, I used to go to the thrift store, find all this cool stuff, and I used to sell it out of the back of my Pontiac in high school. A few other things that I ended up keeping. I don't know how long I've had this, but this is an old school Polaroid camera right here that I bought at the thrift store, and I have the box for it somewhere, but I don't know where it is. But I think I bought some film to go in here. I don't know. What y'all think? I'm finna try to take a picture right now. I guess not, or maybe I just don't know how to use it no more. Second camera that I have up here, I got this from my grandparents' house. It is an Olympia camera. I don't know what type of film it takes. I just thought that it was a pretty cool camera. This clock right here, I got that from the thrift store as well. I can't figure out how to get the battery replaced, but I thought that it was a pretty neat piece, so I bought it. Down here, we just got some pictures. Under it is another book that I found in my grandparents' house a while back. Progress and Achievements of the 20th Century Negro. So that was pretty much everything that I have on my lac shelf right now. On this empty shelf, I normally put my Canon camera, but I'm recording with that right now, so that's not right there. Behind me, I have a 55-inch TCL Samsung TV. I think it's a QLED, but I'm not certain. And I think it looks like a decent size for this wall. That's where the wall starts. It ends right there in the corner. Below it is the sound bar, which I have mounted on a TV mount. So there's a TV mount for the sound bar. If I was to take this TV off of the wall, the sound bar mount and the sound bar would come with it. So you might notice that there aren't any cords or cables that are coming down. I mean, there's one down there that I just couldn't get around, but there's not a lot of them. And that's because I drilled a hole behind the TV and down into this console, and I routed all of the cables down through there. So let me show you that. But before we get into that, what I'm drinking right here is Uncle Nearest 1884. I literally just found out about this whiskey. Jack Daniels learned how to make whiskey from a slave. This slave worked in, I guess, the distillery on a plantation. When Jack Daniels was younger, I want to say 7 or 8, Uncle Nearest, which his name is Nathan Green, taught Jack Daniels how to make whiskey. Now, I knew that a black man taught Jack Daniels how to make whiskey, but I did not know that his whiskey could be bought and they sold it in the stores. And you probably didn't either until I just told you that. I'm not saying throw your Jack Daniels away, but try some of this Uncle Nearest whiskey. It's some good whiskey, man. It tastes pretty good. So this TV unit is called the Besta, and it has 3 different doors on it. You can customize this as much as you want. You can have shiny doors. You can have a white system. You can have brown system. You can do a whole lot of things with this, but I decided to just go with the black and brown. Now, when you open this, I have shelves in mine, and I got puck lighting from Amazon and put it in here. So while I'm trying to build my setup in the closet for my desk and all my tech gear, recording gear and stuff like that, I've decided to just put a lot of that stuff down here, keep everything nice and clean on my desk. The second section, I have my PlayStation 5, my remotes with another light, and my TV remotes as well. And you can see where my cords are coming out. So I drilled a hole in the wall, and that's the one that's going behind this TV. And in the third cabinet over here, this is my least favorite to look at because I have no idea where to put these two microphones. I actually have a power strip, which a lot of the stuff down here is actually plugged up to. That's everything on the entertainment wall. Now over on this wall behind me, I just have some curtains that I got from IKEA, a fiddle leaf plant that my mom gave me. Y'all gonna really trip at the fact that I buy a lot of stuff at the thrift store. This podium here came from Salvation Army, I believe. I paid probably like $20 for it, $15, $20, something like that. And then this light came from IKEA, and it was on sale for like 15 or 20 bucks. So I combined the two to make this unique, light setup over here. Now, this gun my grandfather had when he was in World War II. So this is a very important item for me. This is a Springfield rifle, I believe. I hope to one day have it restored, and we're gonna put it up on the wall. The only thing I wish came with this gun that's not on it is the beret. Man, it's just hard. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna mount this gun on this wall right here. It'll be up there something like this. I've been outballing a few of the gun mounts on Amazon, but I haven't bought one yet. But we definitely gonna get this gun mounted up on the wall, because this is history right here. This couch behind me, John just gotta go. I got this couch from Walmart probably like 2 or 3 years ago when we started renting our first house. Paid 200 bucks for it. It's a futon that I got from Walmart. I mean, that's all I can really say about it. It served me well. Right now, I can tell you as far as comfortability, this is not the move. If you're in the Memphis area and you want to buy a futon, man, I'll let you get that junk for the smooth out. What'd you say? How much you would buy that junk for, man? $80, 70. I ain't going no low to 70. So you can probably tell that behind me, this looks like a closet. That's because this was a closet. This had 2 doors on it. I took those 2 doors down, painted inside of this closet, and put a desk in here. This is a sit-to-stand desk. As you can see, we got the controls right here. I already have it set up to where number 2 is gonna bring me up to a comfortable standing position for myself. So, if I wanted to stand up here and do some work on the computer, I can do my thug thizzle. The actual desktop I bought from IKEA is a countertop. And I know what y'all gonna say. Everybody who got a desk set up, get their countertop from IKEA and they make it into a desktop. Alright, man, whatever. That is the most affordable thing for most people. If you want an affordable desk setup and it works for you, buy what works for you. If you have the money to go spend $600, $700, however much money you have on a desk, then by all means do that. Me, I paid how much? Probably about $70 for this for the countertop. And then the legs that I have for the sit to stand, I got that from Amazon. And for that desk, I spent probably about $115, $120. So overall, $210, $220 for. Come on, bro. I'm telling y'all, I be trying to not go crazy and say I want to buy a new camera and lens and stuff, but sometimes it just be tripping. But like I was saying, $220, $230, somewhere in there overall. I know you wondering how is this countertop so thick? It's because the full depth of this countertop would not fit inside of this closet, so I had to cut it down. Once I cut it down, I realized that I could have just kept it as this piece and mounted it on the legs, but it looks skinny like that, and I wanted a more, robust look. So I took the piece that I cut off the back and I glued it to the bottom of this part here, and on the back side here, down at the bottom, I put L brackets, probably about 5 of them going across the bottom. And now I done tugged on this as much as I can, and this junk, it really ain't moving. And I apologize for everyone who is watching this and they are not from Memphis. A junk is anything. A junk can be this junk, this junk, this junk, or it could be that junk. A junk can be anything. So when I say this junk, A junk could be anything. So, like I was saying, I took all the hardware that I got from the desk that the legs were supposed to go on, and I use it on this desk. I'm not gonna get too much in detail about everything that I have on my desk because I'm gonna do a whole nother desk setup video if that's what y'all want. If y'all don't want that, then just say that. But let's just get a quick overview of what I have on my desk. Right here, I have my espresso machine. Back behind it, I have some espresso cups. The problem with me using the espresso machine regularly enough for it to be on my desk, I'm very sensitive to caffeine. So if I drink caffeine after 11 in the morning, then I will be up all night. One day of having caffeine after 11 o'clock can throw off my whole week. I have become a regular tea drinker. I want to replace this on my desk with a tea setup. I've been eyeballing the Govee tea kettle, so I might pick that up, but it's 80 bucks. I don't know if I want to spend that much money on a device to boil water. Along with that, I have this cactus. See how much I paid for the cactus from IKEA. This hand was given to me by my very first job as an occupational therapist at a hand therapy clinic here in Memphis. I never thought that I'd have somewhere to put this hand, but it just so happens that it works out to hold SD cards. Then I have my keyboard, my Samsung monitor, and then my iPad, which I use as a second display. These two go together pretty smoothly as a dual screen setup. Everything is powered by my Mac. It's a 2021 MacBook Pro. Everything is connected on the back side here by all these cables that I'm hiding. Here is where I charge my phone at when I'm sitting at the desk. IKEA lamp. That's pretty much it for my desk setup without going in to too many details. The last item in this room that I didn't talk about, this is my trombone that I've had since I was in the 8th grade. Recently, I took this out of the case from the attic. I plan on cleaning it, polishing it up, and putting it in this corner y'all seen it in. Just like that. So I want to pick my trombone up and start back playing again. That's pretty much it as far as my office goes. If y'all have any suggestions on what type of art to put on the wall, remember, I'm going for something that represents Black history, but in a good way. Everyone knows the history of slavery in America, but I want to showcase the good things about Black history, like things we've been able to create, the ideas we've been able to foster, and the movements we've been able to start to better our people as a group, and pretty much being a big influence on culture in America. So that's really what I'm going for in this office. If y'all have any ideas, send them to me, DM to me. Comment, do all that stuff. If you enjoy watching the video, like, comment, subscribe. It's the same thing that all YouTubers say. I feel like we're starting to build somewhat of a community, and I'm really enjoying that. So if you want to be a part of the community, just go ahead and subscribe. Say what's up in the comments, you know what I'm saying? Do your thug fizzle, and we will see y'all later. Peace.